you look beneath his rough and foolish exterior, well, you'll find bones and plasma and vital organs and such. He's Stan the Man Johnson.
Thackeray. You know my personal valet and announcer, Edward Thackeray III. He's not my speech coach, however. This is Edward Thackeray III, my personal valet and announcer. I see you brought dates.
Aren't they lovely?
They are lovely.
I just washed my hair.
Beautiful, beautiful looking young ladies.
I can't manage it. It won't do anything right for me. I don't know what to do.
What's going on? Lovely looking girls you brought that. What's going on? What's the problem over here now?
Take my advice, cut it all off. Take every
Larry's having some problems with his coif. That's his hair. Larry?
Yes, Dan.
You look lovely. What are you doing? That in the back is Al from the station who's been sent to make sure we don't break any rules. Guys, I don't think you need to fix Larry's hair now. We have a professional stylist coming out who may be able to help Larry. Larry, that's lovely. Lovely. Is that your own?
The only way to help those three guys. The only way to help those three guys is take like a thing that you shear sheep with and
Okay, well, if we ever decide to help those three guys, that's what we'll do. Would you go and take your seat? Aren't you just supposed to be in the studio audience? On the show today, by the way, speaking of hair, does anybody in our studio audience know the name of a country singer whose hair goes down to the floor? And I'll give you a hint, it's a lady. Yes. Crystal Gale, you got a T-shirt. All right. Now, this, by the way, is the Gorilla Cam, and don't be alarmed if he sneaks up on you. On the show today, as I mentioned, we have a professional hairstylist. We also have the Jest in Time Theater Company. They're going to be out here. And an interview, trying to stand on one foot, not doing very well, an interview with one of the executive producers of Ghostbusters. And just my own little trick before I go. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, thank you. I've been working on it for a while. Please say hello to the Something Else Orchestra. Larry Pretty Boy Walker. John Noseworthy, play the instrument. And Mike Dimitri. Yes. There they are. The good, the bad, and the ugly, our band. I think we'll get right into the business. Knock on wood. What is it you're doing now?
It's today's annual check the set day.
Check the set day.
I'm just here to make sure everything's in line.
Can you do it before we go on the air? Because
it takes a long time.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
Oh, ignore you.
Don't mind me.
Okay, I'll just pretend you're not here. Would you please? Is that the door or you?
That's me.
Okay, just be careful, okay?
You got it.
I mean, this stuff is pure cardboard. We don't want to ruin it. Please welcome our first guest. His name is Dante, and he's an international award-winning hairstylist. Here he is, Dante. Hi, Dante. How you doing? Have a seat. Would you like some gum?
Okay.
It's a gift from Al, who's going to be paying for it, so we might as well share. Okay, let's start with our basic problem here, which is Larry. If you were given the challenge, what would you do to a guy? Don't tie it in a ponytail. We know it's there. What would you do with a guy like Larry? As a hairstylist, and as his mother or father, what would you do to him?
Well, first we had to consult to see what Larry would like. And then from there, we look at the structure of the face and see if he needs, he could, with his face shape, he could wear long or short hair. It would be his choice. And if he prefers longer hair, well, we could do a nice shape to it.
He apparently does prefer longer hair, but what about his face? Can we chisel that out or anything? Or do we just, do we make the hair fit the face? Or can we do it the other way around, make the face fit the hair?
Well, I don't know. Now it's we have to leave up to him to decide. No. Actually, what to do? We can fix the hair to adjust for the face.
Okay, maybe we'll have to do that. Larry, is that okay with you? Can we do that sometime? Sure. Okay. Now I noticed. Have you noticed Thackeray's 3 dates, Dante?
Yes.
The 3 girls who are here. I think they're sisters.
Yes.
And I noticed one of them doesn't have her hair done.
Oh, well, we have to
There are 2 beautiful-looking ones, and the third one on the end,
yes.
I think she's the oldest sister, doesn't have her hair done. Could you maybe fix her up? Because I don't think Thackeray would like to go out with sort of 2 beautiful women and one who's not quite...
I'll take anything I can get.
She looks a bit... Could we have you come up? Could you volunteer?
Yes,
Please come up here. And could you maybe sit on the chair with Edward Thackeray III? And Dante, tell me first, you have actually done hair all around the world, have you not?
Yes, in France, in Paris, in Rome, in USA, in Chicago, San Francisco, you know, like New York.
Now, who decides what's popular with hair? I mean, it's just a dead object on your body, and who cares? But,
well,
who decides?
For styles, usually decides. It's go together. It's like the whole cycle, music, fashion, and hair usually goes together. Like if it's the feelings of the 60s, we have, you know, the 60 looks with hair and clothing and music. Usually it's not one thing that decides. And the public, of course, whatever they prefer. The 80s, it's that decade where you can wear anything that you wish, really.
So my hair works then, because it's the 80s and you can wear anything you want.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Okay, I think Thackeray's young lady is from the 1700s, but maybe you can fix her hair. Do you want to step over there and start working on her? I believe her face has already been fixed, so we'll just, work
fix
on her hair. Okay,
yes.
So you carry on and do what you have to do, and we will see how Dante's making out. That's what he's not making up. He's not mad at anybody. Well, he may be after this show, but right now he's not. We'll see how he's making out when we return after these messages, and we will also meet the Jest in Time Theater Company coming up on something else.
You can cut my hair, curl it or shampoo it, or leave it down there, gel it up or glue it. You can cut my hair, shampoo it, leave it down there, gel it up or glue it.
Hey kids, here's your chance to win a grand prize trip via Delta Airlines to Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. It's Chippendale's Rescue Rangers Contest. Between March 12th and 23rd, find 5 secret contest symbols like this during the Rescue Rangers program. Fill in your entry form from your local newspaper or TV guide. Then just match the symbols with the one on your entry form. And March 23rd, mail your entry form to MITV for your chance to win the Chippendales Rescue Rangers Contest.
A wetland gift from Ducks Unlimited Canada.
inventory. I got to do
No,
inventory.
you don't. My roof. There are 63.
You made me lose my spot.
Al,
You made me lose my spot.
No, wait. Your spot is out there. There are 13 gumballs in there.
Here. The little bald guy's talking to you, Stan.
Hi, little bald guy. Speaking of strange things, if you've seen the movie Ghostbusters, you know some strange things happen in that. Of course, we all know it's not real. It's all pretend and make-believe. And speaking of make-believe, we now are going to make-believe. We're going to Hollywood to interview the executive producers of Ghostbusters 2. I have to ask you questions now.
Oh.
Is that okay with you guys?
Fine, sure.
Michael and Joe, introduce yourselves and give us your best title of the one that you would see on the Ghostbusters screen.
I think it has initials in it. It says Michael C. Gross. Yes, Michael Gross, executive producer.
Nice title.
And mine says Joe Medjuk, executive producer. So one of us is lying.
So which is the brains behind the Ghostbusters?
Well, yes.
You both are.
Actually, Danny Aykroyd invented the concept, and Ivan and Harold Ramis and he worked on it for summer before we did Ghostbusters 1. But the original concept is Danny Aykroyd's.
It became an incredible hit. When you were doing it, did you know that it would be as big as it became?
Yes.
You just...
Yes.
You knew that.
I guess he knew something I didn't know.
We always thought it would be...
popular. Yes, popular. I think it's presumptuous to think anything that would be that big or that much of a phenomenon. You know, it was a big surprise is how much it reached the kids. We didn't know when we made it that kids would enjoy it so much, and that was a nice plus.
And kids started identifying with the characters, and not so much, I guess the Ghostbusters to some extent, but the characters, the Slimer guy and these other characters.
That's the guy right here.
That's him. He's famous now.
You know, there's a funny way we never knew whether we were thinking of him as a pet or as a child. I mean, what was he when he plays on the screen? Does he seem more like a small kid who's malicious, or is he a dog out of control stealing food, you know? That doesn't mean kids like dogs, but we could never make up our minds what he was.
But he never did anything bad.
No, malicious.
Well, he slimed Vickman.
Sliming is bad. I don't know.
Well, it's not a good thing to do. All you kids out there, don't
try
slime.
it at home.
Don't do this at home. Sliming is not good.
But he steals food.
Yeah.
You know, the same way a kid raids a cookie jar.
Probably hungry.
Raids a cookie jar.
So why do you think it was so big?
It was real good.
You did a great job?
It was a good movie.
It was just fun? Is that one of the reasons?
No, it was because it was a good movie.
Do you think you scared anybody?
Yeah.
With these little characters?
I think so. I think that the moments like when Sigourney gets dragged into the doors with the dogs behind, it's a pretty frightening moment. Yeah. I think there are moments, we usually relieve them with a laugh. That one isn't relieved that much. But most of the time, just when you're a little bit scared, the next cut, you just start laughing your head off. Maybe it just kind of lets it all out. Maybe that relieves the fear.
Why do you have this torch of the Statue of Liberty? Is that something you just carry out around the lot?
I borrowed this from a girlfriend in New York. She usually has a job holding this up where the boats come in.
But her fire went out.
But this is our little miniature torch. Because I'm sure that as impressive as it was to see the Statue of Liberty walk up Fifth Avenue, I'm sure most people don't believe she actually did. And in fact, we do it through magic and special effects, and this is the prop torch that she used.
At the end of Ghostbusters 1, it was solved. I mean, it was the end. The city had been saved. How can you get a Ghostbusters 2 out of that?
Well, they made a terrible mess.
They did. There was a big mess.
They made a terrible mess, and then the city, unfortunately, made them pay the price for that.
Also, they had to go back into business to make the money?
Well, they drove them out of business, and then they had to work their way back into the embraces of the city, into the goodwill of the city.
People have short memories when you do them a favor. I mean, the Ghostbusters may say, hey, we saved the city. People just say, what a mess you made. You wrecked this building. You know, there's marshmallow everywhere. And they soon forget that. They pretend they were never frightened. You know, people say, well, we weren't sure there were ghosts.
Was it tough to find ghosts for your movie?
What we do is we make everything with a special effect. So whenever you see a ghost, very often, when the person acting, when Bill Murray or Danny Aykroyd or Harold Ramis or Rick Moranis sees a ghost, when we were really making the movie, they don't see anything. Then we add that later. We take a little model, rather like this, sometimes a little bigger than this and sometimes not. Sometimes it's someone inside a coat, and we photograph that separately. And then we add that to the same piece of film. So it's actually very hard to act that way. It means the actors have to be very good because they have to talk to things that aren't really there, and they have to react to them when they aren't really there. But we build them. Every ghost you see in the Ghostbusters movie, we've made somehow.
So it's all pretend?
It's movies, you know. It's pretend. It's like all movies. We hope it's fun, and we hope it's like, you know, a bit like real life. But yes, it's all pretend.
You know how you become a Ghostbuster? Watch this. Who you gonna call? Hey!
Heinz presents The Adventures of Strand Man, the hero of Heinz Spaghetti. Billy and Susie were in the magical forest when...
Look, it's a two-headed, five-legged, fire-breathing dragon.
So they found delicious Heinz Spaghetti, which happens in a magical forest, and called Strand Man. Magically, he turned himself into a water hose. Bye-bye, dragon. Hooray! You can look for Strand Man comics behind every label of Heinz Spaghetti.
M-I-T-V, now we're setting the pace, a new choice for the maritime. M-I-T-V, we've got a style of our own, just for you and your family. And every day we're gonna find new ways to be the best that we can be. With a difference you can see at M-I-T-V.
I didn't want to do it. I
didn't either.
I didn't want to do it.
Well, I thought that we wouldn't be able to party if they were there.
Yeah, I thought that.
I know.
You know, all of a sudden somebody, I don't even remember who it was, said that, you know, what about inviting the older people and making it a seniors prom, you know, including a senior citizen?
You think of old people, and they seem like they're so lonely and stuff. It was just good to be a part of it and come in there and make them feel all really special and stuff, like they're wanted, and go up and dance with them.
But they made us feel good, too.
Another young man came and cut in. And it was so fun, because that hasn't happened to me since I was a kid.
I was kind of embarrassed, but I just went up and I said, you know, hey, good taste, you know? And then she says, yeah, you too.
I think we showed them a thing or two, and I think we outdanced a lot of them.
It was almost like just having them that happy was like they gave me back the world.
Yeah. Whenever someone, somewhere, serves someone else, there is truly cause to celebrate. A message from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
We're inviting them back for Valentine's.
How's it going, Dante?
Well, we're building.
Are you crimping her style? I saw you with a crimping iron over there.
Yes.
What are you building on her beautiful head?
Oh, well, we want something to match with the face.
So you're going to try to make a mess? No.
No.
Sorry. She's a lovely looking young lady. She just went a little heavy on the makeup when she got up this morning. As we promised, Al, you're going to have to take your seat. We have some guests.
I'm just saying we got two cushions on the couch.
No, never mind. Just sit. We know we have
taking inventory of everything in the studio. It's now's the time of year.
Here they are from Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Just in Time Theater Troupe. Here they are, just in time. Here they are, the just-in-time theater.
When you have to cross the street, use your brains before your feet and always cross at the crosswalk sign. Pull your arm out nice and straight, cars are coming, better wait, see and be seen, and you'll do just fine. All you drivers, please beware, it's the signs that tell you here is where people cross between those lines. When you cross or if you drive, be alert and stay alive. Everybody read the crosswalk signs. Everybody heed the crosswalk signs.
Buddy Break with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
Whether it's cramming for a final exam or just meeting life's challenges head-on, students face stress every day.
And they need an outlet to relieve this tension. So it's encouraging to see many schools now offering a quality, daily physical education program. But fitness takes time.
That's why the Canadian Association for Health, Physical Education and Recreation, along with Fitness Canada, recommend that your school set aside 3 to 5 hours every week for class instruction on a daily basis. This is for physical activities such as running, dancing, swimming, gymnastics, or team games. The time you spend doing these activities during or after school will not only improve your overall fitness level, but will help you develop new skills and give you a better understanding of the fundamentals of fitness.
These are just some of the benefits of a quality, daily physical education program.
An active, healthy lifestyle will better equip students to handle stress now and in the future. So until next time, keep fit and have fun.
Buddy Break.
Thackeray, can you... Just a minute. Down. Take that arm out of there. There. Oh, never mind. You just... There. Get it together. Good, Thackeray. Sherry Lee Hunter now is from Just in Time. Introduce the other members of the troupe, if you would.
This is Christian Murray, Mary Ellen McLean, and Shelley Wallace.
How's it going? You do some amazing things. And our audience has some amazing questions about your amazing things, so let's get right to it. First question.
How long do you have to practice each day to get so good with how you perform?
We rehearse about 5 hours a day when we're not on the road touring, and we've been together for about 6 years. So I'd say on an average about 4 hours a day, something like that.
Whether you're working or not, you spend 4 hours a day folding yourselves in half?
When we're working, we don't do that, but when we're at home rehearsing, we go into the studio for about 4 hours a day.
So you're...
To work on new material.
But every day then you're folding yourself in half?
Well, Shelley is. She's the real flexible one. She's the one that put her legs behind her head.
Yeah.
We don't do as much folding.
No. I used to be able to do that when I was 2. Next question.
Do you have somebody that teaches you how to do it, or do you learn by yourself?
Well, we've studied mime in theater from different people in different schools, but a lot of the stuff that you saw today is all original material that we made up just by improvising with each other. So no one taught us exactly how to do it. We've created it ourselves.
Okay, thank you. Now we have to check in with Dante and see how he's been making out with Thackeray's date. And is she just about ready to do din-din with Thackeray?
Oh, yes, because I give an evening look since they're going to dinner.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to make sure they get a nice evening style.
Well, I think all 4 of them will make a lovely couple. That's beautiful. Does that style have a name, or is it just
no, just
your own
special
creation?
Thackeray's originals. Day.
Thackeray original.
Day.
If you're going to go out with Thackeray, you should look like
Yes, there she is.
Thackeray, calm down, calm down. We're running out of time. Thank you to the Jest in Time Theater Company for coming in, and good luck. And I know you're traveling all over, so people who are watching may see you in a town or city near them. Thank you at home for watching. Thank you to our studio audience. Thank you to DANTE and Thackeray State. And we'll see you next time on Something Else. Next weekend on Something Else, the Hamilton Hoppers, skipping to you on Something Else, along with Funhouse's J.D. Roth and a porcupine. That's all next Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 on this show, Something Else on MITV.